Okay, guys, it's Bobby again, and I'm going to talk about the cash tracking system, something I also recently came across. And I understand the concept pretty well even before. I understand what a pass up is, and I'll explain it to you. Um, I love this, guys, because I think it's the quickest way to generate substantial money, something that so many of us need, right? What it is, it's a person to person private activity where you help yourself as well as others create wealth. And it sounds, it sounds like confusing, but it's very simple. It's a person to person exchange of funds that could help you and helps everybody else. So you got to think a little outside the box. If you really thought about our system of we go to work 8 hours to make a wage, you could be find fault with that. So if you think outside the box and you actually are open minded and you look at this from just does it make sense? Is there an upside, downside? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so that's number one. You got to kind of push away your traditional way you think of going to work every day. Let's talk about thinking outside the box. Okay, so cash tracking system. I reference again. I call it CTS. Here's the important thing which amazed me. This has been going, this same concept, the same actual platform has been going since 2001. That's 25 years, guys. I think that's the most important piece of information you're going to get out of this because a lot of people, well, is it going to last? Well, I don't know, 25 years. I'm willing to take a shot with that. Okay. Now, everything I'm going to show you is monitored by the cash tracking system. The payments and everything else. You might say, well, how's it monitored? Is it a free for all? No, that's what the website is doing, the back office, if you will. So this is called a one person pass up model. Guys, if you really get this, it is the most brilliant way to create leveraged income, which equals residual income, money you're earning without getting out of bed. That's what we all want, right? I had that, as you know, for 26 years, over $4 million. And once I built it, it was on automatic pilot. That's what this type of system can give you, okay? So there's a video below this, and I liked it, explains it well. Well, actually, it's my, everyone gets a replicated website. But what I didn't like is they start off with $3,500, and that sometimes can scare people. So they do have that, but they also have a getting started amount of $500. And okay, doable for everyone. And I'm even going to talk about if you have to go in with a friend, go in with a friend. Get on this, get going. Let's make some money. So there's a 500, a 15, and believe it or not, the lady that I'm working with told me that 90% of the people are coming in at 3,500. I don't know where she finds those. A lot of people I know are, can barely pay their rent, but if that's what's happening, that's what's happening. You could always upgrade to a higher level whenever you want, but especially when you start making money, because there's a reason why you want to get to the higher level. I'll explain that to you. So for illustration purposes, and this video won't be long, let's use the $1,500 level, okay? Now, through this site, your own website, live team Zooms, you're going to expose others to this concept because we have to bring in at least one other or two other people to start you making money. Okay. So here's the first thing I want to tell you. I've been doing this type of business for 25 plus years. You got to think that you're doing people a favor and not bothering them. It's all in your head. If you, I don't want to talk to my friend, what's wrong with you? Your friends, your people, I don't people that you think have all the money in the world. I used to speak on stage. They're just broke at a higher level. They're still worried about how they're gonna get their kids through college, all right, or how they're gonna keep up with their car payments or their property tax and insurance on their $2 million home. So don't think that people who look like they got to go on aren't also struggling when it comes to money, just at a different level. Okay. Now, So when you think about this, share this with people, let them decide. That's all. And if you do that, you'll be empowered and you're going to make this work. Okay. So first thing you do is you were invited to this. You send your inviter your pledge. Remember, whether it's 500, 1,500, or 3,500, they even have higher levels, and some people start there. I'm not even going to, bring that up at this point. Okay. So Mary is your first person that you expose this to. Now, you might not like this right away, but watch it. She's your qualifier, they call it. Mary sends her money to the person who pretty much invited you, okay? And you go, I don't know if I like that. I did the work. I exposed Mary. You're going to like it. Watch this. She's your qualifier. From that point on, right, you just missed out on her money. Big deal. But what that does, it sets up a leverage model. Otherwise, you just be making 1,500 off the people you keep telling. There's no leverage there. There's no excitement there. Okay? It's just a sales job. Here, now, because you did this, the rest of this money goes to you. And watch this. If you get it, you won't sleep tonight. Okay? Your second person is Tony. Tony, right, is right. Remember, it's all on the website, tells you who to send your money to. Tony's going to overnight his funds to you. 15, again, it might be 500, maybe 35, wherever you're at, wherever he's at, but we're using a $1,500 model just so it makes sense to you, okay? So 1,500 goes to you. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Because you passed up that one person, Mary, everybody has to do the same thing, and it's all in your receiving line. So Tony's first person, I quoted to him, right? It's like you passed up Mary, he passes up his first person. That person is notified to send the money to you. That person's first person, that's their qualified. They send the money to you. That person's first person, that person's first person, that person to infinity. This is only going to stop when someone stops doing it. Okay? That doesn't matter. You brought in a second person, a third, a fourth. Every person you bring in personally is going to send you. There's no more pass ups. That was only on your first person. You bring in Sue, you bring in John, you bring in Kate. They send the funds to you, and the same thing applies. Sue's first person, that person's first person. Do you realize how much money you could make? I'm going to show you something at the end. I just talked to this woman. It blew my mind, okay? This is all tracked and monitored by the cash flow tracking system back office. Now, here's the other thing I want to clarify, little clarification. You could start at these 3 points, but there's actually 3 payout amounts, 500, 1,000, and 2,000. So how do you get 1,500? You come in with 1,500, you get both these payouts. If you're at the 500 level and you bring someone in who comes in at a higher level, you're only going to get the 500. The balance of that, when someone wants to come in for 1,500, well, you're at 500, you're going to get 500. That other $1,000 are going to pass up to someone senior to you. Why? Because they're at that higher level, you're not. So what does that simply mean? As soon as you can, now you know the people. Now, if you bring someone in personally and they say, "Oh, I'm going to come in with a bigger level than you're at," what are you, stupid? You've got to find the money because you're going to get it right back from that first person you're enrolling, okay? Or the second person, I should say, okay? So always try to get to the higher level of at least, I think you could stay at 3,500. Ladies telling me there's a 6,000 or whatever. Let's just keep it here. You'll learn more about the higher levels in the videos below, okay? That's up to you, all right? So you want to start wherever you're comfortable with and then upgrade to the highest level, at least 3,500, because you don't want to be missing out on that money, okay? Now, guys, like I said, I don't care if you have to split this with somebody. I don't know your money situation. Get in the game. If you split it with somebody, you got 2 people working to bring cash to the table for your position, okay? Now, I believe there's live Zooms. You got this site to work off of, the presentation site below this, or you'll have your own personal website that has a series of videos. Again, the only thing is, tell them up front, they start off with a $3,500 example. You come in as little as 500 if you choose to. Okay, now watch this. This blew me away. I believe it. She's a sweet lady. She's not making this up. No one, just my team leaders. I'm not going to mention names. They've been doing this for under 3 years. All they do, imagine that. So all they do is talk to people about helping them. Remember, you're helping people change their life. You're not getting money out of people. You're helping people change their life. That's all she does for 3 years. She's earned she's coming up on $430,000 in just over 3 years, or just under 3 years, I think. Either just over or just under. Crazy. Okay. Now, all the instructions and monitoring, simple to follow, are there for you. And here's what I want to just mention to you. Again, I keep saying this. This is 25 years in running. Something's got to be working here, right? So, as I just said, partner with someone if you need. Don't blow this off because $500 or whatever, a higher level. You're not. I can't. I got to make rent. I don't care. Find a couple $100 and find another person, find a couple $100. Start at the $500 level, and now you got two people going to work. Okay, guys, I'm going to bring this to everybody because it's fast money and it can be outrageous money if we get it going. Okay, I'm done. Like I said, I've got a couple of investment products on Team Limitless. I've got this, which I love because it's quick money, fast. The other ones you got to, you're accumulating wealth. And of course, I have Social X, which I just love as far as the product and as far as the massive residual income you can make for a team of thousands. Okay, let's rock and roll, guys. Like a mutual fund, jump into everything and let's get going.